I'm Will Carr, and I'm here to fire you up. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Will Carr here on the Will Carr Speaks podcast. I've got Dylan Ruane, amateur fighter, about to have his pro debut. And we're here at Genesis Fighting Academy, also a fighter for Team Underground in Colorado Springs. And we're just going to kind of get into it here. So, Dylan, tell me a little bit, like, how did you start in your fighting career? And tell me about kind of what your passion to push you into becoming a pro fighter was.
Oh man, I mean, just a series of bad decisions and being around the wrong crowd, doing a lot of substances and things that I shouldn't be doing. And yeah, I kind of had a come to Jesus moment. Just one day, like I was training jujitsu kind of to get like my parents like off my back about doing something with my life. So I kind of was doing that. And then past decisions that I have made ended up making it to where I couldn't train at that gym. I was just like, to keep it clear, I was just selling drugs. So they were like, yeah, we don't want to represent that like at our gym. And I was like, yeah, that's fair. So I stumbled across like a little hippie gym in like, it was in downtown Colorado Springs. And the coach name is Dante Liberato. So he kind of took me under his wing. And at first it was like this thing to just like get sober, just like get my life back on the right track. Like, it wasn't college, so, you know, that made me happy. And I just, I was a wrestler. I was wrestling since I was 4. And then like, as soon as I was a senior, I quit. I was like, I'm trying to make money and do the business stuff. And coming back into martial arts, I was just remembering my roots. And like, once I started discovering how to like throw punches, I was like, oh, this is cool. And I was like, I genuinely love this sport. So from then it kind of picked up momentum. I trained for a whole year, just kind of getting ready for my first fight. And then I had my first fight and my second fight in the same year. And then I kind of took a hiatus just because we were figuring out a bunch of like, if we're going to go and train here, train there. We were doing a bunch of cross training, and this opportunity of Denver was like coming to fruition because my coach down in the Springs, he's a huge ultra runner. So he's prepping to run like 500 miles. So he was like, man, I can't be your coach. So that's what sent me up to Genesis here. And got me started. And I feel like that's where I really turned a corner, like working with Jake Ramos. That guy, the way he understands movement and striking is just, it's next level. And it's just like attuning to that has just made my game go from like pretty average fighter to just like a complete fighter. Because the grappling's always been there, you know. My parents gave me the opportunity at age 4, and it's like second nature for me to wrestle. So that's definitely what I fall back on. But having his knowledge with the striking has just turned me into a well-rounded fighter. And that's why we're making this next jump to go like pro. Because through 4 amateur fights, I got 4 rear naked choke finishes. So all grappling. All in the first round too. So very efficient with it. And just like knowing that my hands are coming together is just, it adds a bit of confidence. And I think I'm ready to hit the pro scene and start making some money from this thing. So.
Do you feel like Jake's coaching has been, I assume it's probably been a lot more than just the grappling or just the striking and the physical components? Like,
oh yeah, I mean, like, in like that weird way, he's just kind of that dad, like, that you never had type of guy. Like, I mean, my dad's really cool. I love my dad, but just like Jake's always like cracking jokes, talking trash, and it's just like such a good leader to like look up to and like aspire to like impress when you go out there and perform. He knows how to like manage a team. He's literally like team dad, you know? So he sat us down today after practice, like, just because like when you go out into fights, like tensions rise, people like talk shit, you're hitting people in the face, you know, like people are going to get upset. And Jake sits us down. He's like, guys, like, there's gyms that hate each other. It's a blessing to be able to train and look to your right, look to your left, and be like, I like that guy, or I love that guy. Like, it's not how it is in most places. And I think it's because him and Amanda facilitate such positivity and love. Like, everything they do is out of love. And like everything they talk to us is out of love. Like, they just try and motivate us to give back to ourselves. They're really not talking about like feeding the corporate gym or anything. Like, Like they're really telling us to be selfish. And I felt like that's a different experience because I've been to a lot of gyms and like a lot of gyms are like, are you for the gym? Are you not for the gym? And it's really weird, like power dynamics. So to like come here and it feel like a family is just, it makes me train different. Like it makes me get way better because I just like, we're doing it from a place of love and it's just different.
Yeah.
So I'm thankful for that.
Definitely. Like I can, you know, I know Jake and Amanda well. They're great friends, and I think they have that figured out where the concept of leadership is really the upside down pyramid. And like when you're the leader, you're at the bottom of it, and you're holding everybody else up like this. And so I think they've got that figured out where, you know, they really are here to support you guys and make sure that you all are staying on the right track. I mean, let's kind of get into that a little. I mean, you said you got kicked out of a previous gym because you were selling drugs and just kind of doing, you know, some things that, you know, aren't you being your best self.
No.
And what was there like a moment that really helped you start to turn that around, or would you say like being here in the gym is what that was?
It was all of it. I mean, like at the initial point, I didn't know like training in Denver was a thing or an option. So at that point, the reason I turned my life around, like in that moment, was I did like shamanistic work with like psychedelic mushrooms. I had a whole journey. I had a whole like revelation, and I was like, I need to do something productive with my life. I need to get my life together because like I deserve it. Like if you come from good beginnings, like you had food to eat every day, I feel like you are entitled to have a good, like work towards something good. You're entitled to have that because you came from something good.
Yeah.
Like you hear all
You
these.
have the responsibility.
Yeah. Like I had a stable home. Like my parents are real good parents, like blue collar, like always gave me food. So like, I feel I owe it to people who don't have as many opportunities to go chase something, you know, to go do something important with my life rather than try and make money from selling dope or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So,
And,
but like to add to your question,
go for it.
like it just, I feel like coming to Genesis was like what I was missing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm getting coaching down there. There's not very many like bodies down there. So like I was getting good work, but like some of my training partners are like 50-year-olds, like 40-year-olds, like not people trying to do this professionally. So I'd catch myself like not hurting people intentionally, but just like putting a pace where they're like, whoa, it's too much.
Yeah.
And then my good friend Todd Romero, he's the one who reached out to me and was like, if you want to get to the next level, like come to Genesis. And then they were literally like the secret ingredient. And it's just like day one I walked in here and I got treated like one of like them. Like normally when you walk into new gyms, you're fresh meat. How can we beat this guy up today?
Yeah.
I remember the first time I met Amanda, she gave me like a big hug and she was like, yeah, and like showed me the whole tour. And like, as soon as you walk through those doors, like you're one of her kids and you're like, you're just, I don't know, they treat you like family, and that's not something most places are like. It's a business transaction. So they were definitely the secret recipe to why I'm undefeated and now gonna hopefully be undefeated as a pro as well. So it's like, I owe it to their love and their ability to like care for people. And like, I don't know, there was a day where my friend got cut, Abe, who you're gonna interview next, he got cut, and like, everyone just like rushed to help him. And it's just like, I've seen gyms where guys get cut and they're just like, go to the locker room, deal with it. So it's just totally different. Like, I feel like I'm with my family here. Like, I wouldn't, as a fighter, sacrifice so much time and energy to drive up here 3 times a week for nothing. Like this feels like home here, and it's just like I need to get the work in here every day. I need to see Amanda, I need to see Jake, I need to see all my teammates and just like build something, because a lot of people think since it's sports individual, like it's that lone wolf mentality, like let me build this on my own. But I genuinely think the only reason we finished the year 10-0 on that last card is because we're building that family dynamic. And it's just out of love, you know. We're operating from a place of pure love, and I think that's why it's making a difference.
Definitely, man. I mean, I watched you guys spar, you know, all morning. And, you know, I'm up here in this elevated spot now. I don't know how much you can really tell from the cameras, but I'm up here and I can watch you guys down in there. And it's just wild. Like, you guys are going at each other full force, you know, and people got like some of the pads and stuff on, but I mean, you guys are really fighting. And then, but then to see it at the end, you know, you get everyone together and Jake's talking to all you guys, and everyone's leaving there like hugging each other. Like, you know, it's like real like you might have just half knock somebody out, but
It don't
you know,
matter. It's out
you
of
know,
love.
you're broing it down like, and that's really cool to see because you know, I think that probably is a rare thing at a fighting gym, and unfortunately, I think that's even rare in a lot of more traditional team sports. You know, they don't. Lots of teams and stuff find each other bickering back and forth with each other. They don't get along. I mean, you hear about it in professional sports all the time, like two super famous people, you know, or NBA players or something. Like
Yeah,
they're
they're
on the same
beefing,
team, but
yeah.
they're beefing for some reason. And so to see like where guys are actually fighting each other, and at the end, you guys are, you know, loving on each other was really unique for me to watch today.
Yeah, and I mean, like, that's why I stayed. As soon as I found this place, I was like, nah, like, this is home. Because Amanda and Jake literally have a zero tolerance for it. Like, there was a sparring day. I'm pretty sure it even happened today. Like, some guys will get into it. Like, we're punching each other in the face. Well,
Yeah.
it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But as soon as they, as soon as they see it, they're like, come here, like, squash this so it doesn't turn into anything bigger.
Yep.
And I think it's the fact that they pay attention so much. Like, Jake is watching all the rounds. Amanda, I'll catch her watching the rounds. Like, they're just attentive gym owners, where a lot of gym
Yeah.
owners, as long as they're seeing the money come in, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And it's just different. They're
Yeah.
hands-on. They're involved in their athletes' careers, and it's just, yeah, like, most athletes don't understand what that is, or
Yeah.
like having coaches who are that involved is like. Like, most people think you got to be the best of the best, signed by the UFC to get that sort of attention.
Yeah.
But I came in as a 2-0 amateur, normally someone who would get overlooked, and they gave me the same love they're giving to
Yeah.
their pro guys who are doing the big thing right now. So
Yeah.
it's just that I can appreciate, is because most people like only love you if you're like winning them money or winning them attention,
Yeah.
and it's not that way here at
Yeah.
all.
Well, I think sometimes all it takes is really just like one person to really show how much they care about you, for
Yeah.
us to realize how much we should care about ourselves.
Yeah.
And, you know, like you brought up Todd Romero. I had a good chance to talk to him for a while earlier on today. Such a good dude. Tell me a little bit about how he helped bring you here.
Oh, my
And maybe
goodness.
your relationship with him.
So he was a sportscaster for Sparta,
Yeah.
and I had my debut fight, and he just like going back and like rewatching your first fight is so special as a fighter. It's just like, oh my God, that's me in there, like doing the thing. And he just said some really, really nice stuff, just like hype me up, just like some really nice stuff. He was like saying I was a really talented fighter, some of the best he's ever seen in a while. And I was just like, I went up to him, shook his hand. I was like, I appreciate the things you're saying, and like I hope to keep performing and like doing the thing. And I came in my second fight, and I beat the guy in 39 seconds. I went in there, took care of business, and I made him ecstatic. Like, you can hear it in the second fight.
Yeah.
He's like, I told you this kid's gonna be like something special. And yeah, from then, like, me and him have just built this like cool relationship outside of fighting. He called me one day, and it's just like, I believe in like universal timing. I believe
Yeah.
like the universe like has a plan. You just gotta listen and pay attention. So this was at a time the gym I had stable in the Springs was moving around a lot. The owners were kind of like having to like stabilize that. So I was like, man, like, I knew as a fighter, like, there's more attention I could be getting. And like, he calls me out of the blue. I didn't like, there was no facilitation out of it or nothing. He calls me on Facebook Messenger and he's like, yo, and I'm like, yo, are you the Sparta guy? And he was like, yeah, I'm the Sparta guy. And he was like, do you want to get to the next level? And I was like, yeah. He was like, well, you need to train at Genesis. And I was like, what do you mean train there? He was like, you need to go to Genesis and train there. I was like, do I have to move there? And he was like, no, they're like, they encourage cross training. Like, Jake's
Yeah.
one of those guys who's like really humble. Like, a lot of coaches think they know like the entire game and
Okay.
like closed doors, like we know everything. But like, Jake, as long as you're showing face, like, he doesn't care. He like hosts this hub where you can go get insane work with insane talent, but he doesn't like try and keep ties on you. Like, I
Yeah.
train with my Springs teams all the time too, and it's not a problem. So like, hearing that he was like cross training positive,
Yeah.
like, I was like, sold.
Yeah.
I'm like gonna make that step for my career and start driving up here every week. And it used to be me for like 6-8 months, and then my homie Abe, he moved out here from Wisconsin to chase his dream too. And I was like, now I got a brother to do this with. And
Yeah.
me and him and our other brother Kenny, which isn't here, by the way. I told him to come. But he will always pull up with us, and we'll all get the work in. And Yeah, dude, it's pretty special, like having like this mini brotherhood, like that I like wake up, lift weights with, and I'm like, all right, let's go up to Denver and get the hard work in. And yeah, Jake was just like super cool to all of us when we came in. I was nervous to bring Abe because I was like, Abe doesn't have any fights or anything. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna like ruffle feathers here. And he was like, what's up? What's your name? Like, here's the waiver. Like, let's have fun today. And it was just, it's like he was family too. So once I saw that, I was telling Abe, I was like, we got to commit to showing up here every day because this gym will change our lives.
Yeah.
And like the best way it has. Like, he's 2-0 with 2 first-round finishes too, and I don't think we'd be there without the support of Genesis and the willingness to have such open doors, you know?
Yeah. So how often do you come? How often are you here at the gym?
4 times a week is the goal. Obviously, I got to make money.
Yeah.
Guaranteed 3 times a week, though. I come Monday for Jake's striking class, which is great. Check that out.
Yeah.
You need to. The way he can just explain combos and movement, it paints such a picture for me in my head, and I really appreciate his teaching. And then obviously Tuesday, I come every Tuesday, because this is like my fight. Every Tuesday, I always feel like throwing up in the morning. Like, Tuesdays are scary.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, you got some of the baddest dudes on the planet in one room, and it's scary. It gets intimidating to step on the mats on these days, especially.
Yeah.
So I make sure I hit that, because I know if I hit this session consistently, like, the fight itself is not going to be as intimidating as this Tuesday. Because I mean, you saw it. It was like waves of people. It's just like coming from like the springs where like most sparring you'll have like 10 people to that. Oh, so
it had to
intimidating.
be 35, 40 people maybe.
Oh yeah, easily. And then the last day I'll make it to is grappling. Coach Gertz and Coach Shake will kind of co-coach that one.
Okay.
And like, that's my bread and butter. Like, I love grappling. You don't have to get hit.
Yeah.
You just get to like move without like worrying about breaking your nose or anything.
Yeah.
And grappling is my favorite. So I make sure to come to every Thursday. But I told Jake, like, as we turn pro and like I can let go of some of those shifts because I'm making money from fighting. The goal is to get here on 5 days a week, because on Wednesday we have combat jiu-jitsu, coached by Andrew Sanchez.
Okay.
Do you know anything about him? He was the Ultimate Fighter winner on like season 23. So.
Oh yeah.
He definitely knows like what he's talking about when it comes to like combat jiu-jitsu and like MMA grappling. So I'd love to make that class. And then Friday we do big glove sparring, which Fridays are like either like 10 people or what you saw today.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that, because it's either the same thing, just like a crazy day, or you get more specific sparring work. And it's also more comforting knowing you have 16-ounce gloves to take hits with rather than the little puffers. So it allows you to work your striking a little more. So honestly, like, once I get the opportunity, I want to come here 5 days a week, like as much as possible. And I don't know, if you want to be the best of this sport, you gotta live, you gotta breathe it, you gotta do it from sun up to sundown.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's how, if you want to be the best at anything in life, you've got to live it and breathe it.
Yeah.
Because it is the amount of time that you put in, focused energy, and that consistency that builds anyone to be great at whatever they're trying to do. So, Dylan, this was great talking to you, man. Like, I appreciate you taking the time, and we can't wait to see you fight sometime soon.
Let's go. You'll see me at the top, bro. Thank you.
Good talking to you, Dylan. Yeah. I'm Will Carr, and I'm here to fire you up.